but was struggling for a second. They were handed Chanel's name.
Last week was as hard as it was this week because this week we had 7 people to choose from, and last week technically we had 7 people to choose from because we couldn't choose Chanel Jenkins or ourselves. But then in the end, 10 minutes before nominations came, Chanel came back on the table, so there was 8 to choose from. So it wasn't that dissimilar from this week.
I guess so.
No, it wasn't. But I do believe that Chanel's name was handed on.
I see what you mean now by saying that. Like, I really understand that a lot more now that you've said that. So
I can't help but beat myself up for getting caught out for that last week because...
You don't know what would have happened though.
I know, but like, I'll beat myself up for tonight. I feel guilty for last week now, and before I've not felt too much guilt.
But I think everything's a domino effect. Yeah. If it wasn't for the Paul situation, Trish and Chanel's like beef wouldn't have been brought to the forefront.
Come, and then if
it's all a domino effect.
Then it would have been something awesome.
It was all a domino effect, like everything
about who nominated who and what was it. I know we can't still.
For some reason, I feel like it's over now. I can really like just talk about everything, but I can't.
It's the beginning of the end, officially now.
What did he say? Like Armageddon or something? It was Armageddon.
The beginning of the end, but
the Savage.
Really
no, he said some word that Yinra didn't know, so it was something like, what is the word? Like Armageddon or something?
I didn't hit Armageddon tonight.
It was like destruction or, what did the word?
It said Savage.
Was it Savage?
5 days of Savage.
Wasn't something like Armageddon? There was some word like
Purgatory or something.
I think he was like, this is the savage race to the end.
Yeah, next 5
days.
No, there was a word, and then
the fact that they've had a backdoor job, I will take a backdoor job too now if it comes to it. Like,
there's really there is no shame in anything that goes on in here anymore.
Not a single bit of shame.
If it was week 2, fair enough. I'd be gutted if I got backdoored. See, now I'm like, if it means I can go and get my nails done.
It's final. That what I've asked. You all told me it's the end, it's the final.
Who said that? What was?
Reckoning.
It's the reckoning.
The final reckoning.
Yeah.
Final reckoning,
What does that mean?
Kind of like the final judgment day, the final doom, the final something
like that. But was that the final reckoning?
Well, that makes sense,
I think
though.
so.
Why did we not pick up on that? It was like, welcome to the final reckoning.
Maybe that means that was the final reckoning.
I think that means, if I'm totally honest, Touchwood, call my bluff.
We'll be here for a few more days.
I think that means that's the final nomination.
Yeah.
I think it's final nomination.
I believe everything now is in the hands of
You can't do nominations with 5 of us.
Everyone.
Especially if you had to choose 2. That's like... Doing that because everyone was so silent and everyone was like kind of looking down at everyone. Everyone was fearing for their lives because it was like
that silence for like 10 minutes between
it was nerve-wracking, and then everyone got angry and bored. Everyone was like let us go now.
Was the fact that me and Tom were sat next to each other both trying to hide the pictures of each other from each other. I was like, you can't see
in the silence. Afterwards or before you done?
Before we revealed, we were both obviously sat next to each other with pictures of each other, trying to hide them from each other.
I genuinely think that's the quietest we've ever been.
Yeah, we were dying.
I was waiting for you to go, Big Brother, what next?
We were all terrified.
When the lights came up, I was like, what happens now?
No, that was absolutely horrific. Like, the funniest thing has got to be everyone going to the toilet before.
I thought
that was painful.
I sat in the toilet and it just fell.
Same here.
I thought I could go again halfway through.
I actually couldn't hold it in. I was like, no. That was like before eviction on Friday when the chili came back to say hello.
I know.
I was
I need to go to the toilet, please. I need it again.
Oh, that Friday then was horrible. I hated that Friday because everyone in the house was feeling it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's weird because we all knew that we would see each other in a week, but we still didn't want to like face that moment.
Oh, it's just horrible. It's just horrible. The waiting is just horrible.
At least now, I don't think leaving now is a negative thing at
It's
all.
just making someone else leave. That's a horrible thing. Like, that's what kills me now.
For us, leaving now is a celebration. I genuinely believe that.
Because we've all survived so much. It's just, and even like the turmoil of today, like it's painful for everyone. But to know that you've overcome that it's going to feel amazing. And for you to know that Jordan's waiting on the other
You're
side.
stretching your calves out,
And that Jordan will most likely be going back to the hotel with Trish tonight.
Yeah.
And that Tom will knock on Jenkin and Tom will knock on Chanel's door and be like,
for a cigarette together.
Oh, honestly.
Chanel will be like, what are you guys doing here? What happened?
And this morning, like, oh my God.
Or tomorrow morning, it'll be like, oh, tonight on Big Brother, there's a big face-to-face nominations. Yeah.
Like, do you think people...
Guys, what the hell?
What the actual hell?
Nah.
How is the potato salad?
I can't lie to you, I really enjoyed it.
Garlic and herb.
I'm going to get a fork. You can try a bit.
I just opened it so it's fresh.
Merci. I'm just pretending the flies happening.
Do you want to try that, Henry? Do you want to try it? Honestly, I found it delicious. So Moorish. Food critics' choice, though.
I love a potato salad.
So do I. They're so popular in where I'm from.
Yeah.
I didn't think they were very popular in England, but I grew up on potato salad. With the chives and everything.
Oh, with the barbecue.
They're delicious. No, you can't be doing that.
Fuck off!
You can't be doing that. Take me if you want me, just don't
This
make
house
any sort
has
of
been haunted
movement.
before and Kerry left.
We're getting so suspicious of every sound.
I won't be able to sleep tonight.
Leave us alone.
I don't trust you, big brother.
Do you think that we'll have a day of not so much trauma tomorrow?
I think tomorrow might start off with some weird joy, like sadistic joy.
It's outside. For some fresh air.
Alone? Or would you like company?
Yeah, we can come with you.
No, you're very welcome to join.
Strength in
Yeah,
numbers.
let's do it.
But if you don't want to...
No one gets left
Very
behind.
relevant.
I'm scared to leave you behind, frankly.
Yeah.
Henry, if I come to the garden and you're not there, I swear to God, I'll lose it.
We'll be fine.
How can you be sure? There's a chute in there. You saw that.
It's a graveyard. Look at it.
It literally is a graveyard in this gaff.
This is a big house for 5
Because
people.
we're outside, the two of them will come out and be like, where the fuck are
They'll be
They're not smokers. What are they doing
they've
outside?
gone.
Oh my
It's
God, the
raining.
rain.
Oh, the rain's quite soothing though.
It is
Not my
actually.
llama poo Crocs.
We love you guys.
We miss you so much wherever you are.
Love you, Jordan.
Why have we not packed a bag yet though?
I know.
As well, don't know that those lot have just walked out the back door behind them.
Or maybe
I know, they're all
I
like,
reckon they got a little. Maybe they got a little teaser, didn't they?
Yeah, they'll have had the teaser.
They would have told them all that it's going to be like a sadistic week.
Yeah.
They would have said that.
I think we're safe for at least the 24 hours.
I think you're right that they're going to pick us up tomorrow before the dash is back down again on Tuesday.
They're gonna do something nice tomorrow, and then we're gonna be like,
Why are you being so nice?
Yeah, they'll do something nice, then we question the niceness. Then they'll do something evil, and then we'll realise we weren't wrong to question it. Then they'll do something nice again and we question it, and then someone's going to leave.
Yeah.
And then they'll do something nice because it's the last day, and then it's the final.
it was like us guessing whether it was gonna be a treat or a punishment on the push the button thing. What are they gonna do next? Well, they did a nice thing, and then they did another nice thing.
Mark my words.
We're really
The
sadistic
funniest
with
thing
it.
is, I called this in the diary room to them. I said, watch what happens. And I said the exact people to them. I was like, bet you they nominate me this week.
Bet you they nominate you.
I was like, so if I face eviction this week, Tell me if I was right.
But I do think, like, unfortunately, the game is the game. So, like, for weeks ago, I succumbed to it. And I think you guys succumbed to it last week.
It's funny because I called them out and I was like, mark my words, I'm not safe this week.
I love the fact that I just got this image of you in there just going like, whoa, whoa,
I know,
whoa.
I was up with the camera and I was like, mark my fucking words. What makes you think that, Olivia? You've made it to the final week. You should be happy. I was
You
like...
keep saying week, not final.
I was like, no, I'm not trusting you.
And I was like,
mark my words.
So I can't wait to experience more. Like, I'm so grateful for last week.
Yeah.
And now I can't wait to experience more, like an absolute idiot.
I literally sat there and I went, I'm not sitting comfortably. I've not sat comfortably since Halloween.
No, how she feels like.
I was like, I don't trust a word that comes out of your fucking mouth.
I walked in and squealed the other day, like an absolute idiot. Like, I can't believe I survived a second, only for it to be for this.
I can't believe I've survived 3 different types of eviction.
I know.
Like that, seriously, tonight was the skin of my fucking teeth. If it had just been...
So we technically survived an eviction.
We did, yeah, but I count it as a third.
Yeah, fine.
A third.
I'll count it as a second.
You deserve to count it as a
second. If it had only been Yinrun making the decision, I don't think I would have been so close to call. I think it would have been easier. But that's why they added the element of Matty and Yinrun.
That was so clever.
Yeah.
Because it threw another spanner in the works.
And they know for me and Trish how having 2 people who have opposing views just challenges you in so many ways.
I don't think Tom will hold that against Matty.
And it was so weird them just talking about it openly as well. And you were just sat there like...
They're going to talk about it here?
So I was like, where the fuck are they going to the dining room? But like, the thing for me was like, if it was me, I would have felt guilty leaving. No. I feel guilty staying and watching Tom leave. But had it have been Tom staying, he would have felt guilty for me to leave. So like, I know Tom won't hold this to Matty.
Yeah.
And I think that was his main worry. But he said in the bath there, he was like, it happened because it was meant to happen that way.
And it's a privilege for him to know that Matty was trying so hard to make it fair. Because if he had walked away with that question mark, it would have hurt him more.
Well, that was the thing. He said to me, he was like, some of my thought process was, Tom's not faced the public. And I said, well, I thought because we had nominated each other and it was mutual, you might have just been like tit for tat. That's an easy option. Tom didn't nominate Yinrun, so it would make sense to get Olivia. And then he was like, that thought never crossed my head. And it's just weird because there's no right or wrong answer to how you would have approached that.
Yeah, it was very much on the spot decision. I think we can all understand why they chose the strategy that they did.
So fucking weird.
Honestly, tonight I can't even get my head around it. It's so weird.
So strange.
I bloody told them. I can't wait to get called. I can't wait to get called in that diary room and go, told you so.
Do you ever think that sometimes we actually haven't guessed what's going to happen? We've actually planted the seed? Because we always say, oh, it's so weird how we were talking about this today, and then tomorrow it was this task.
But do you...
Bless you. And he was like, stop being Trish.
True though. No, not true for stop being doxing. Like, put on it.
Trish, isn't it?
Trish would have said that.
And then last night we woke up and then we just heard Jenkin go, oh, Henry and Jordan. And like, in his sleep.
Yeah, I heard him say something and I was like, what the hell?
He said Henry and Jordan and then he farted really loudly and it made us laugh.
Jenkins sleeping best bits will be fantastic.
What's wrong with the Western world? I'm glad we're in the Eastern world.
Tonight, the first time in 5
Western world is filthy.
Every night I race to get sleep before him. I'm so scared.
No earplugs for the first time in 5 weeks.
And I'm like, ooh, sleep now, sleep now, sleep now.
Have we slept in bed for 1 or 2 days?
2 days, 2 nights.
2 nights. This is the 3rd night.
Guys, what the hell? I can't accept this.
I'm gonna pee.
Let's
So
go to
Yeah, I
bed.
need to do a chamomile.
I'm struggling to accept
Right,
it all
move
as well.
on.
I've never
Stop doing
I know.
things. We can't.
We can't have
make
too many loud noises. We're like the
All
llamas.
fragile.
Wait, like
No sudden movement.
You're going to bedroom? Okay, let's go together.
Everyone together,
Tea,
okay?
and then I'm ready.
Everyone together.
We move as one.
Bloody
We
school
are one.
disco.
Oh,
Everyone together.
faculty.
Oh, faculty can piss off.
Oh, more like faculty.
That one.
Son was a little boy, oh.
I'm gonna get the Mr. Henry one as well. Do you want the Miss Nocky or are you okay? I'm gonna
go
put them
to
both.
the-
I'm gonna put them both in.
Go to the. Is there any digestive left?
Guys! What the hell?
It's fine.
What the hell? my
Where is
little
the
monkey
jumbo
with the,
fish
um,
finger? Ah?
I'm gonna put.
I can't
What?
And the conversation,
bear.
we were doing it for like an hour or two, but by that point, no one was. I wasn't even having 1 or 2 hour conversations.
Yeah.
Everyone was having flitting ones. And I think we were like, right, guys, we need to
Yeah, we need to like
stop this conversation because
What combo?
on the first day,
Basically-
and we were just like, we were having a really deep conversation. And then we
about
were
our
like,
jobs.
about our jobs, and we were just like, oh, but that was a nice conversation, but I guess we need to meet other people now, isn't it?
Yeah.
Volunteers need
Oh my god.
Well, we didn't say those words, but we all like
We
that.
felt it.
Tuesday.
Weird. They took the fruit punch and the popcorn.
You kept me sane.
We made it, girl.
To right this moment. I don't care about what happens on
We
Friday.
made it to Sunday night.
We made it past last night or
We made it.
tonight.
No.
Yeah, we made it to day 38.
What the hell? It's so funny because my family will know how much I did not expect this. So they'll be sitting at home like, what the hell?
I just burnt my tongue on this
Oh,
bastard.
Careful, little one. Thank you. Is that, you're right, Olivia. Doing face-to-face was actually a privilege today.
Yeah.
So many of my insecurities were really soothed.
As in, you thought other people would have picked you and they didn't.
Yeah, I was very scared of Jordan and...
Face.
Ah!
No.
Do you know what? I might take
Oh,
a Miss
Nocky, take
Nocky.
yours because you'll remember that forever.
I'm gonna get a Miss Nocky piece.
Right, I'm going to do my teeth. Anyone coming?
Can you
Yin
come with me
runs in there now.
upstairs first, please? And then we'll go to the
Yeah.
Thank
Can you come with me?
See, I'm not joking when I say I'm scared. I can go into the living room, but upstairs is a bit too far, frankly. Even for me.
Yeah.
I feel like we need a proper tidy up tomorrow.
Look at this room. How is there 5 of us and it's the worst state it's ever been?
Oh no.
Put something in the middle. I'm so sad to be leaving East Side.
This bloody show.
This is just...
I didn't used to feel things.
Well, strap in for the ride, Henry. It's what it's going to be like the rest of your life.
Genuinely. In a weird way, I'm like grateful that it's opened up my emotional orifices.
Literally.
They haven't even bothered asking for the costumes back from today.
No.
I think they thought that might be one step too far after the day we've had.
They are not doing a 2-day school task.
Imagine it's tomorrow. It's welcome back to school.
Back to school, getting your outfits again.
Mr. Jordan has left. We now appoint Mr. Matty.
Oh, God. To do anatomy class. I just changed the bed with all of our sheets and everything.
Thank you for being. You know me. Oh, that's so good. I really want to sleep on our sheet rather than the boys.
Guys, Ohana means family, and family means nobody gets left behind, okay? Lilo was 6.
1, 2, 3, 4. I can go in the loo.
They might snatch you out of the fire exit door, Henry. Be careful.
Oh my god, all the people from this one is still here.
Oh my god, what?
That's so weird.
Weird.
Which one's your toiletries in, Olivia?
This one.
Where's your toiletries, Lynn Roan?
The first one.
Oh.
I can't lie, mine are mostly in the bedroom, in my overnight bag.
But, guys, sorry, but silver linings, no snoring.
I know.
Seriously, how weird is that? I never thought I'd see the day. Drama llama. Oh, Henry, you're gonna break my heart. I take no joy in this. It's horrid.
I don't like it either.
He's such a superstar. Like, I really adore him so much. And you know, when he was doing the podcast the other day, I was just sat there admiring him, like, there's my 10 o'clock news buddy.
Oh, guys.
I don't want to look like some weird obsessive person.
But you are.
You are. You're lovesick, and that's okay, Henry.
Oh, I hate myself.
Embrace it.
We hate you too, it's okay. Well, that's the kind of thing Jordan would say. I'm just trying to be helpful.
Yes, you're
Where's my water gone?
more dry, brutal wit.
Did I leave my water in the bathroom?
Welcome to the West Side. It's nice to see you both. Okay.
Do you want me to come with you?
Hurry back.
Do you want me to come with you? I love how we're all really scared.
Can you believe us?
I have to sleep on this side, I think.
You want to sleep with that side?
Yeah.
No, yeah, Matty's right.
Because I used to sleep on the right side. Yeah, so we sleep on the right side.
It's gotten to that point where I'm so scared for us all.
I mean, that was his bed.
I know.
Think carefully about this, Henry. It could scoop you up in the night.
I know.
A man in all black could just slide through that window like an
It
envelope.
really wouldn't put it past me if in the middle of the night one of our beds just starts going down and we get ejected under.
Imagine if our bed just goes through the wall here.
I know.
And then just takes the bed.
We will never know if you would snap.
The cheese wedge. Does anyone want the cheese wedge?
Pass.
Oh, not the cheese. Is that what you call it? The cheese wedge?
Yeah.
Oh, do you know what?
That's so
Just
tall.
think, right?
Pillows.
That's not your last few drops.
It's to try and stop him from snoring. It doesn't work.
Mate, so did I. I think it's
Yeah, it
50
doesn't
now.
work though.
Mate, I think that's 50. I'm
Yeah.
halfway.
Oh, Jordan's not there to close the door now.
Mummy can do it.
I'll be brave. Yeah, I literally bought 30 mil thinking I'm not going to need much of that. I'll live.
30 mil or what?
Perfume.
How bizarre.
Time they've been up for nomination just happens to be the time
I
that.
know.
I know, I feel like we live in a utopia.
Yeah.
Or a dystopia, you know.
Dystopia.
You two in your ivory beds.
Yeah.
The throne.
This is the protection up here, up on the safe places. Well, it's not that safe, actually.
Yeah, because everyone else bar you who chose those beds is gone.
Iced out.
It's fine.
Honestly, I'm
Someone
terrified
from
of
the
going
east
out
side.
there. And for
Blue
them
crew.
to know as well that no one else knows really that they're there. It must be more freeing to go out to a crowd so you're like instantly everyone knows that you've
back
gone.
into normal life again. Well, back into public.
Yeah,
being
I'm
able to
back,
see your-
bitches.
Yeah, I reckon a whole day of.
This is how me and Trish found it so hard once we were allowed to talk about the killer nominations to not allow it to spill over. I thought I'd broken the rules for weeks because of that, the fact that we were able to talk, and then it was like, where do I stop? It was so hard.
That's like tonight we've all been like saying shit and then going.
I'm so excited only because the anticipation to see your nomination chat you two had together.
It's
think-
hilarious.
I don't think we can say.
Yeah, but for the first time tonight, you had an insight into what went on.
Yeah.
Ish. Yeah, but there was more stuff, but that was kind of. We
Yeah.
can't even talk about that again.
Yeah.
We don't know if that was able to say or not, but.
Yeah, don't bother.
It's too
No.
late.
We were very privileged to have that opportunity, though.
But just imagine if face-to-face had happened any earlier than today.
It would
The
have
game
ruined
would
the
have been up.
game.
Would have ruined it.
The game players would have been absolutely buzzing.
Do you think this is why we have the law class today? To like stir things.
I don't think they
Didn't
expected the
stir
law
too
class
much.
to really bring
Well,
up
make
the amount of
us-
conversation that was had.
I was glad it did. It was a good time passer.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was an interesting conversation because I think everyone's been cautious to talk about game playing until now. So it was really interesting for me to understand what everyone's perception
on
or like
gameplay,
viewpoint of game player was. Because it's actually very different for everyone. And even to hear you talk about Kerry in a very fair way, I think many people probably wouldn't have expected
See,
you
as
to be
soon as
so
I
objective.
said, opened up my mouth and let my belly rumble, I really thought, oh my God, if Kerry's watching this on the outside, what if she now hates me?
But if I was Kerry, I'd be empathetic to the fact that you'll have question marks. Do you know what I mean? Because even I started off the first week she had chance saying, I'm not going to let the public influence me. But by the time I was in that killer nomination room, I was like, it's been 2 weeks now. I'm going to have to allow the public to speak here because if they don't do it this week, it's going to come eventually. And I cannot sit here and put someone else in that position over Kerry, knowing what's been shouted for the past few weeks.
I'll be honest, I never saw her like reactions to things as a caricature. I genuinely believed that to be her.
But then
Yeah,
also,
I was similar.
So I was always baffled at those kind of comments. But the first night she said, oh, the dream would be to get to the final.
Yeah.
No one wants to leave. I think after she got nominated first week, she was like, no one wants to go on the first week, but as long as she was like, if I stay, I know the public like me. If I don't, I know they hate me and want me out, and I'd rather leave then. And then like the week after the glamping, she was like, oh my God, I feel like I've done everything I wanted to do now. I'll leave whenever. But
That's
like she stood
interesting.
by the fact that the goal was, no matter how much she did in this house that was an experience, she always said the final was the end goal.
Yeah.
Did anyone
I
else...
did think she was quite OTT, but I didn't think it was like malicious. Like,
Do you know, I think my like insight into Kerry has, like my thoughts about her have developed over time. Like when it was the time of the killer nominations, I'll be honest that I didn't really have serious question marks around her, but hearing other people's points of view has been interesting for me. I've been like, oh, yeah, do you know what? That's fair enough, and oh, that's a really good point. But when she was here, I never thought anything was malicious.
That's what I mean. It was only when she left that people then said all this stuff.
Yeah. But
And I
like
was
a lot
oh
of
my
people
God,
said,
have I been blind to this?
yeah, like a lot of people say, if you spend a lot of time with someone, no one's going to tell you how they feel about them until they're gone. So I think with Kerry, like, she never bothered me as such, but upon reflection, I can see now why a lot of people had strong views. And I can also empathise with maybe why the public took a disliking to her. But I will still be very interested to see what it was that had them chanting her even when she wasn't up for eviction. Because that was bizarre. No one else has had that yet, that we know of, really. But yeah, it was super interesting to me for that conversation to happen. I thought, oh, yeah, I can see people's perspective. But I think it's another one that proves that everyone has a different view based on like their intentions of coming in here, and also based on their general view of what a game player is.
Scary.
But I just know that humans like
too big and
span such a
scary.
huge spectrum that
Yeah.
even if I don't understand you, I still respect that you have your own background that influences why you want to be here for whatever reason you want to be
Yeah.
here for.
definitely.
So I'm never one to question people for that reason. Like Kerry is obviously a very different life to what I'm in many ways. So I could never question why it might be that she wants a certain result from this.
Just thinking back to that minute. Jenkin, Jordan, Tom, you have been evicted. And we were all just like, what?
I just didn't want to believe it was true. I was like, no, take that back immediately. Let's rewind. That was sickening. And saying goodbye to them, I was like, where the